So this is the last session, resource session from our beloved students as a part of VCT Connect 21. Honestly, I'm deeply happy to introduce both of them to you. A very talented student group. Those are pursuing fifth semester electronics engineering, third year. So out of them, we have two here, Jagrati and Gautam. Probably uh, 2 years ago, might have seen lot of holdings across Puttur where Jagrati was taking her certificate. She's known for her academic excellence uh, as a state one among state top for her second PUC scores, and she has chosen to continue on electronics and communication engineering in her campus. Since then, I haven't seen her uh, taking for any second thought. She's just as excellent as she was in her plus two level, always being the topper for her class. She would prove herself the best in everything. Probably there some people think the one who reads can't be good at extracurricular. She is always negation to that. Today too, we have Ayudha Puja and Sharda Puja celebrations, and Pragati was even Gautam as a team. They were busy preparing their labs for pujas yesterday late evenings. Jagrati have very love for her classical singing, where she's studying it as like education only with the same amount of dedication. She's an excellent singer as well as an excellent speaker, nice presenter, and technically very sound. This particular session was arranged before on honest note, but since Gautam and Jagrati had to leave for a workshop which happened in a neighboring engineering college as a part of IEEE chapter, we had to reschedule. And no regret for today, they have come back with the first prize in that workshop competitions which was held on Arduino and related electronics aspects. So we have with us Jagrati today and her friend Gautam Shankar. To speak about Gautam, he's, in simple words, I can say he's brains. He doesn't read for the sake of score or just mug up or anything. He always understands and applies. His very mind is application oriented. And the honest note, at this moment also, I admit, any day I get any query on technical issues, I always reach Gautam. Gautam, could you sort it for me? And half an hour, I have an answer from him because he's always keen to know something new. He's also very active participate. He also actively participate in all kinds of competition. Quiz, probably the favorite among that. He have bagged many prizes in intercollegiate competitions related to technical field and the technical quiz and the whereabouts. And today we have with us two very two talented students for the session. VGST projects from Department of Electronics and Communication. They'll be also giving a glance why projects and the important projects of EC department. So over to you, Jagrati and Gautam. Have a good session. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the introduction. Ma'am, can you see my slide? Ma'am,
Yes.
can you see my slide?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you for the Good morning, everyone. Good morning, friends. I'm Jagriti. Today I'm here to present on a topic, VGST project from the EC department. So before speaking about the VGST projects and the projects that is selected from our college for the VGST, let me just brief about engineers. What are the goals of an engineer and what is projects and a small project demonstration and the components which each engineer uses. So let me go to the next slide. So engineer. Is this slide visible?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Okay, thank you. See, civil engineer. What does civil engineer do? Can anyone tell me what civil engineer do?
Constructions,
Very good. They
construction,
construct building.
building.
Yes. Any extra? Okay, they
Shelter,
construct buildings. They maintain the infrastructures that has been constructed by them. They construct roads, dams, and many more, right? See, now we are sitting at home, right, which has been built by a civil engineer, right? Even. Now let us consider an example. We want to go from Puttur to Mangalore. There is an urgent meeting at Mangalore. If the road is not proper, whether will you reach Mangalore on time? If the road is muddy and if it's a rainy season, whether will you reach on time?
no,
Yes. No, right?
no.
The civil engineer has contributed as a roads, even dams.
ನಾನು ಲಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ
Dams are
ಗಂಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ
excuse me. Dams are constructed in order to save the waters, right? For the agriculture, or it can be anything for drinking purpose, many more. So the contribution of a civil engineer to the society is great. Now, let me move to the next branch of engineer, that is mechanical engineering. See, what a mechanical engineer do? Any response?
Machines,
Very good. They design machines, they design automobiles, aerospace, etc. Even their contribution to the society is great, right? Yes or no?
yes,
Yes. Now, let me move to the next branch of engineering, that is electrical engineering. What does an electrical engineer do?
build circuits,
Circuits.
device,
Yes. They deal with high level voltage. They design some circuits.
current,
Yes. Correct. So, even their contribution to the society is great. Because of them, we have laptops. It's a contribution, right? The contribution of an electrical engineer, right? We have
yes,
lamps, we have tube lights, everything. Whatever we use in our day-to-day life is a contribution of an electrical or electronic engineer, right?
yes,
Now, let me move to the computer science engineer. So, what does he do? What is his main purpose?
coding,
ಕೋಡ್
Very- He codes, right?
apps,
Very
building
good.
apps,
Yes.
hacking, debugging,
Very good. They build websites, right? Which is actually useful for us to get the informations. If any events, you usually go to the websites, right, to get the details of those. And behind that you have lots of codes in it. Now let us consider an example of Google. You know, Google has lot of codes in it.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
We use Google, right? For anything, for our assignments, for our projects. If any doubts related to any of the sentences, or if we want to find the meaning of a word, we go to Google, right? Or Chrome.
yes,
See, even their contribution is also very important and it is great. Agree, right? Similarly, we have
yes.
data science and machine learning engineers. Now, what is the goal of an engineer? What do you think a goal of an engineer? Now tell me. Any replies? Any answers? What, according to you, is a goal of an engineer?
Solving problems, solve problems,
Very good. Then, first you have to identify the problems, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Then you have to work according to the problems you have observed. Then try to solve it. So it is an ability to identify, formulate, and solve engineering problems. This is the actual goal of an engineer. He always contributes to the society, right? For the improvement and development of a society. See, an understanding of professional and ethical responsibility. Now let me consider an example as whatever the project an engineer do should be useful for the society and it should not harm the society, right? Consider an
Yes.
example of plastics. What we do with plastics, we just throw it, right? If it is not used, we give it to a municipal or something. What they do, they just dump in a dump yard, and the people living there might be suffering from a bad smells, or the water underwater gets contaminated because it is not a decaying one, it is not biodegradable one. So whatever the projects which we give to the society should be a useful one. It should help the society as well as to the nature. Now see, we are building some construct some buildings. How we construct a building? We do deforestations, we take bricks, we take soils, actually harming. But when thinking about in other way, actually we are developing our country, right?
Yes.
Yes.
See the next sentence. The goal of an engineer is to find ways to keep people safe and to solve their problems efficiently and effectively. Now, for this, let me consider another example. Now, just imagine your home is next to a garbage area. Okay. So, what might be the cause of a garbage? What happens if the garbage is there and if it is not closed? What happens?
Foul smell.
Yeah, you have bad smells every day. Then,
New diseases may occur.
very good. Diseases occur such as dengue, malaria because of the what mosquitoes and their fertilities in the dump yards or in the garbages. Yes, right. What an engineer can do with that, if we identify that problem, he can come up with a solution for it. He can do some projects which actually helps the areas or the people who are living in that area, right? See, in one or the other way, engineer is making the people safe. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And solve their problems efficiently and effectively. Agree with me?
Yes.
Now, according to Goldman, you're only being productive if you're making progress with respect to your goal. See, if you're defining a goal and if you're not working with that particular goal, whether you will be a productive one, will be called a productive one? No, right? If you identify what you want to do and work according with it, make progress, then you're productive as well as you're giving something to the society. It need not be a society, it can be your own areas. It can be to your homes also. If you do something which can help your home or your parents, something, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Now, what are projects? A project consists of a coordinated series of activities or tasks performed by engineers, designers, drafters, and others from one or more engineering disciplines or departments. Whenever we do a project, it need not be only a one field of engineering. All fields of engineering we combine together and come up with the projects. Just consider building a buildings. After building a building, you need some wiring connections, right, in the building for your lights or something. For that, you need an electrical and electronic
Yes.
engineers. Engineers, yes or no? You want TVs.
Yes.
If it is an ancient
Yes.
one, you need dish, everything. See, every projects which we do, which we contribute for the society, that all the fields of engineers are interconnected. Just consider the business also. In the business, if a one businessman is is producing a water cooler, consider. You need steels for it, and it will be provided by a mechanical engineers designing something. Then, if you want to do a water cooler in the sense, there should be two options. You should have warm and cold. For that, there should be some electrical connections within it to design everything right. Even if you're a businessman, you should have your own websites where you can market it. For that, you need a CS engineer. Yes or no? See, all the fields of engineers are interconnected to do a business also. So, a project is defined as a sequence of tasks that must be completed to attain a certain outcome. Now, as I am from an electronic background, so let me discuss some of the components which an EC engineer uses. You know what is this?
Diodes, transistors,
No, the green one.
Arduino board,
Very good. This is a Arduino Uno. Using this, an electronic and communication engineer can develop many projects. These are some of the sensors which mainly electronic engineer uses for developing his or her projects. These are resistors, this is transformer, and this is transistor. See, now let me demonstrate a small mini project using Arduino, okay? And let me simulate it. Wait. See. Can you see the screen?
yes,
yes,
This is a Tinkercad where we can develop some projects with using this. Okay, this is an ultrasonic sensor. This is a transmitter one, and this is a receiver. This is Arduino Uno, and this is ground. This is a 5 volt, and these are all the inputs. Okay, now let me start simulating this. Hello, Jagati, this is ma'am.
Sorry for interrupting. Uh, you can use the pen to show, okay? If you tell what is it better by a reading marker, it's better.
Ma'am, I don't have that in my PC, ma'am. Actually.
Okay, fine.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ultrasonic sensor, it mainly measures the distance of a particular obstacle. Now let us consider this as an obstacle. See, if I move this object, can you make out there are changes in the distances? Can you make out?
yes,
Yes, see, if I move it closer, see, the distance changes. If I move it far away, within this range, I have to define it. See, it changes. See, this is a code we have to write in order to develop this project. This is a code which I have written to develop this project. So now, let me go back to this. See, this is a small mini project which I have developed using Tinkercad. Similarly, we have lot many project which is developed by Electronic and Communication Department, and those projects are selected under VGST. And the further part will be explained by my friend Gautam Shankar. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
good
Hello.
morning, good morning.
yes,
Good morning. Hope you are doing good at home.
yes,
Yes,
Okay, the title of our presentation is VGST projects. So I'm going to explain you what is VGST. Clear, right? Am I audible?
yes,
yes, audible,
Screen is visible, right?
yes,
yes,
Okay. What is VGST? The title of our presentation is VGST project. So I'm going to continue the presentation. So what is VGST? So VGST, coming to the abbreviation of VGST, it's Vision Group on Science and Technology. It's a it's a group was constituted in October 2008 under the chairmanship of distinguished scientist Bharat Ratna Professor C.N.R. Rao. I think you have heard this name. Maybe in 10th standard textbook you have this name. He had he has done a lot of contribution in the field of astrophysics. Do you know it? Hello, and whether I'm audible?
No. Yes.
Okay. During the formation of this committee, C.N.R. Rao was the chairman of Science Advisory Council for the Honorable Prime Minister and also the Government of India. So during that time, he had a goal to conduct, to form some of the projects from engineering colleges, so which it can be helpful for the society. Like everything what we do should be useful for society, right? At the end.
Yes.
So in order to do that, this group was formed. So VGST means Vision Group on Science and Technology. Okay. We came to know about this abbreviation and this group. Okay, let's see what is the mission and vision of this group. So the next part is vision of VGST, and the vision of VGST comes like formulation of programs relating to advancement of science and technology in the state. State means the whole country, maybe India. Yeah, the country India. So we have a lot of brains going, like after graduating, we have a lot of engineering brains coming out of the college, right? Even you are joining the engineering college to be an engineer and do some productive works for the society, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. This group was formulated in order to find some of the ideas from the younger minds from India, and the selected projects, like we have to give the submit the ideas. They will select the ideas and it will be funded, and so that you can make into a product and you can market, or you can make it useful for the society. Got right?
Yes.
Yes.
Developing state level science and technology promotional modules or instrument. See, when you think of get funding for your project, you will think out of the box, right? Like I want to do better one, and my project has to be selected, and I have to compete in the competition. So you will think out of the box, and your ideas will be more amazing, and some ideas can be useful for the society. So like we have some of the projects like automatic street lights, right? Mostly many of your high school projects will be the same. High school or plus two will be the same. Automatic solar powered street light. The thing what happens there is, and during the time of sunset, automatically the light starts glowing. The charging of the light will be done through solar energy throughout the day, right? So yeah, that will be your project. It has become a useful project for the society, right? Like some of the municipals have shown interest and they have implemented it. I think you have seen it. Like in Puttur, there are 2, 3 street lights like that. There are some of that which is solar powered, right? It will be a project. Like it will be an idea from an engineer who studied engineering, and then when he comes out as an engineer, he will be having certain ideas in his mind. So he have implemented it, and that idea has become a good one, and it is useful for society. Whatever idea it comes, it will come through an engineer, and you have to implement it. So VGST is one of the platform which helps you to get your ideas into reality. Understood, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So in our colleges also, in our college we have some of the projects got selected for VGST and got funding also. So I will be telling some of the projects, maybe 3 to 4. I will be telling you which are all the projects, so you can get an idea to continue, and you may also get an idea how to do a project and what will be the uses, what it should be like. Okay, so the first project what we have got funded is automatic waste segregation and monitoring system. Okay, when it comes to the term waste, you will remember like dustbin, waste, and dump yards, right? Hello.
Yes.
Every day, every day, billions and billions of billion tons of waste are produced in India. Am I right?
Yes.
Hello. Okay. You know, when you speak to the municipality, they tell like you have to segregate the waste as dry waste and wet waste. So we have our college students have done like automatic waste segregation. In the separator will automatically separate dry waste and wet waste. Okay, let's see what is it. So, okay, it has become necessary and challenging to manage the solid waste with the, you know, rapid urbanization is going on day by day. When you speak about metropolitan cities like Bangalore, you know, right? The city is expanding day by day. Maybe like MNCs will go and when as an engineer, when we get a job there, we go and start working there. So there are requirement of infrastructures so that the city starts expanding, and as the city starts expanding, as urbanization starts taking place, there will be a lot of amount of waste produced, right? It may be the plastic waste or the raw waste, anything, whatever it may be. So in order to segregate that, when even the municipals tell like you have to separate dry waste and wet waste, we can't separate. We should separate, but the thing is, due to our laziness or something else, we don't separate and we just give it, and in the mindset like however they will separate, then why should we? Actually, that's a wrong mindset, but you have to. But in order to reduce that, we have prepared automatic waste segregation project. So when we consider a survey, like this system is used to monitor the garbage and segregate the waste into dry and wet waste. An integrated system of Wi-Fi modem. Maybe all of you are familiar with Wi-Fi, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, you are familiar. Then IoT. IoT is nothing but Internet of Things. I think you had a session on IoT, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And some sort of sensors is used in order to, what we prepare that should be effectively and economically feasible. If the cost is higher, then it's quite tough, right? Everyone cannot afford the same. So it should be economically feasible. So we have used Wi-Fi system, IoT, and some sort of sensors to develop this project. And this system is used to separate plastic from other waste, and it is used for recycling purpose. Yeah, when we mix raw, dry, or wet waste together, even dry waste gets wet. That's why it takes time to even for drying. It takes time, right? So in order to prevent that, the plastics and plastic is a dry waste. Plastic we can recycle it in one or the other form. You can melt it and make some molds, or you can even develop plastic articles or plastic bags with it. So in order to do that, we have made this project, and this system is used to, yeah, this will distinguish between wet and dry waste. Okay, let's see how this works, how this project works. Okay, this is a block diagram, but how this project works. Okay, here we can see whether cursor is visible, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Visible.
Yeah. Okay, this is a waste input. Okay, no matter whether it's a dry waste or wet waste or even a mixed waste, waste is inputted to a packet opener. Packet opener is nothing but, you will keep it in a packed manner, right? In order to avoid the spilling, you keep it in a packed manner. So packet opener will open those, and the waste will be dumped into a chamber where the magnetic separator is let next the waste is passed through the magnetic separator, and the metal waste will be removed out of it. Magnetic separator consists of a magnet, actually magnet, right? It attracts metal like steel, iron, and all. So the metal waste gets separated. Got the idea, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, the next it goes to ballistic separator, where the smaller waste material like papers or rigid materials and even papers or plastic or some sort of smaller things get separated out of it. Even wet waste like some used Tetra packs, you can say. Tetra packs is a wet one, and even the plastic milk packets what we use, like from what we bring from shop, right? Half-liter milk or 1 liter milk from Nandini and all. So that is a wet waste. So that will get separated. And air blower is used in some small particles of papers and plastics. They are so lightweight. So in order to remove that, air is blown so that those get separated. When air is blown, it flies, and it will be collected from somewhere. And even eddy current separator. Yeah, I think you have studied regarding eddy current in your PUC, right?
Yes.
Eddy currents in
Yes.
transformers. Okay, those things make the aluminum and copper get out of it, and at the last we can get the dry waste from eddy current separator, and which that can be used, in sort of recycling or something else. The separation is completed. Wet and dry waste are completed. So the advantages of this project is sorting of waste at the primary stage. Yeah, when we once the waste is dumped to the dumping yard, huge piles of waste will be there. You can't separate whether it's a wet waste or a dry waste, right? There are a lot of plastics and yeah, everything. There will be paper, glass, or steel, metals, anything. You can't separate it, right? Once it is dumped to the dumping yard, you can't separate it.
Yes.
Next, keeps the environment clean
yes,
and fresh. Yeah, that is the right thing we have to consider. The main objective of this project is to keep the environment clean and fresh. You can see a lot of pollution is going on, maybe soil pollution or water pollution. Everything is due to waste. Everything is due to waste. So, in order to reduce it, this project will be helpful. Next, yeah, reduces environment pollution. Okay, the next project what got selected for VGST is smart automated irrigation with mobile application using IoT. Maybe 75% of students are from agricultural background, right? Okay, you know what is irrigation, right?
yes,
Irrigation. Okay, in order to control irrigation means there is a lot of waste of water. Maybe you forget to turn off the pump, or the plant doesn't require water and you are supplying the extra excess water, and even soil humidity will be high and you are supplying excess amount of water, so the plants will get rotten and plants will die, right? So in order to prevent that, we have made a automatic irrigation system using IoT is nothing but internet of things. So to collect data about land environment in farm or garden about its condition through different sensors. Okay, in order to measure the humidity of soil, we use a humidity sensor, and the sensor will be interfaced with the Arduino, and Arduino will be connected through to the internet through Node MCU. Whether anyone know what is Node MCU? Okay, let me show
No.
you. Node MCU is the same board like Arduino. The specialty of Node MCU is that Node MCU is that it acts as a Wi-Fi. You know, it acts as a hotspot, and it can also act as a Wi-Fi receiver. So the thing what we send through Arduino will be collected by the Node MCU, and so the farmer will get notified about the humidity in his farm land, so that whether he need to supply water or not. Okay, see here we can see the sensors, right? Whether cursor is visible.
Yes.
yes,
Here is a sensor, and it will send the information to Node MCU. The thing what I have shown you, Node MCU is a module that will be sent to the real time database, which stores the data. The data will be sent through sent through the Raspberry Pi, and it is the same module like Arduino. Wait, let me show you that. This is Raspberry Pi. See, you can see a lot of pins here, and you can call it as a mini computer. It can do all the things what computer can do. You just need to connect keyboard and a mouse to it. Okay, it sends the information to Raspberry Pi and actuators, and through actuators, the farmer or the user gets the information through his mobile application. The information like wind speed and humidity of the land farmland. Okay, see, this is a setup what we have done in order to demonstrate. We cannot do it to the farmland, so in a small scale we have done it. So consider this as a farmland, and this is a pipes which supply water, and there is here, you cannot see properly, I think. Here there is a humidity sensor, and this is a Raspberry Pi, and here there will be Node MCU, and these are all circuit connections, and this will be the water supply. What happens is, can you see this smart automated irrigation default?
Yes.
Here you can see, right, humidity. It will sense the humidity and it will show the value here. Light, moisture content, and motor state. Motor state is nothing but the pump, water pump, what you're going to run. If the humidity is less, automatically the pump will start. See, there is an app interface here: light level, temperature level, humidity level, and moisture level. And here is a button pump. When this gets low, the farmer will get notification that humidity is less. And when you press this pump button, automatically the motor will start. And once the humidity level reaches the required level, automatically the pump will turn off. So this is interesting, right?
Yes.
Do you think this project will be
Yes.
helpful for the society?
Yes.
Yeah. Helpful.
Yeah. So the data collected by the sensors are stored in the database. Yeah, it will reduce the waste of water. So this project will be useful. Then the last project what got selected for VGST is home automation using smart mirror. I think many of you know what is home automation. Okay, home automation is nothing but, when you enter a room, automatically the lights will turn on, right? That will be automation. What is automatic? Automatic. There's nothing sort of turning on the switches and all. So everything will be automatic, and that is achieved through a smart mirror. Okay, smart mirror. It's quite interesting. Let's see. Okay, the major problem of any existing mirror is displaying just the object in front of it or just the human face without having interact with them. Every one of us has used mirrors, right? Maybe combing hair or, yeah, dressing up. We use mirror. So there's nothing used except washing our face and all. There's no any other uses. So we have developed a smart mirror which will help you in seeing your face, and also it helps in controlling the home automation, or you can see a video through it or everything. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, see, can you see the cursor, right? Here, user.
Yes.
Okay, the user sends the voice command. The microphones attached to the Raspberry Pi will detect the voice command from the user, and the voice command will be transmitted to the Raspberry Pi, which is the same module. What I have showed you. What I have showed you. Got it, right? Raspberry Pi will be interfaced with internet. So the use of internet here makes the things called as Internet of Things. So the Raspberry Pi will be interfaced with weather updates, calendar of event, multimedia service, and everything. Maybe you can hear a music through Spotify. Everything. You can watch a video through YouTube or anything. Raspberry Pi will be interfaced with it, and that the same thing will be transferred. Okay, you have a request for a video through YouTube, any video. So that will be displayed through LCD screen, two-way mirror. it acts as an interface between the LCD screen and you. So the middle two-way mirror helps in displaying the LCD screen to the person standing in front of the mirror. So the mirror can be used in that way. So you can watch a video or anything. You can hear music through it. You must get speakers connected to it. Okay, you can do it in even another way by using Node MCU, where Blink app is used. What is Blink app? You may not have an idea. Blink app is nothing but an app which can control any type of modules, maybe Raspberry Pi or Arduino, and everything, sensors, everything. And Node MCU gets interfaced with Google Assistant, and Relay is one thing which is it can be called as switch. You don't need to press that switch, it will be turned or turned off automatically. So through this relay you can interface through home appliance, maybe fridge or TV or washing machine, anything, any sort of appliances, maybe lights, fans, everything. You can connect it to n number of applications. So this can be used and we can achieve home automation through it. And yeah, this is one of the smart mirror. Raspberrycast is a interface where you can interface Raspberry Pi and screen casting. Can you see a guy taking a picture in front of it? You can see his shadow, right here. Can you see?
Yes.
Yeah, you can
Yes.
see when you turn off that screen casting or anything, you can see your own face. Likewise, it is a two-way mirror which will be helpful for screen casting and home automation. Also, you can command through this mirror, and you will get the commanded things. When you command like I want to watch a YouTube video, Google Assistant will turn search for the video which you have requested, and it will start playing in this LCD screen which is behind the two-way mirror. Okay, and even you can hear for Spotify music. You must have speakers interfaced with it. And advantages is reduction in energy consumption. Okay, what you can do is in order to hear a music, you will use different sort of gadgets, maybe iPod or anything. So it will require a lot of energy. So in order to reduce that, this can be used. And remote access, you can access it from anywhere. If you have internet connection, you can access it from anywhere. Economical design, the LCD screen and all these models won't cost you more than around 2K. So it will be economical and feasible and affordable for everyone. And home security, yeah, it can be useful for even home security also. You can make it as a CC camera, and you can record videos through it. Like, you can make a security of your house, and even easy to handle. Just a voice command can run all these applications, and smart and easy life, and you don't need to turn on the switches and everything will be automatic, and it will be a futuristic. The world is heading towards artificial intelligence and machine learning, so this will be one of the contributions to the field of artificial intelligence and machine learning, and accessible for people of all ages and disabilities. Anything, it doesn't need even a handicapped can go and work through it. He just need a mouse and he can command through it, and you can get the contents what you have requested for. And thank you Shwetambika ma'am and Madhav ma'am for giving us this wonderful opportunity to present for our juniors. And actually, you have done a good selection of joining engineering. So we wish, like, when all you go out of the engineering colleges, be a useful mind, contribute something to society and make projects like this. If you have an idea, you can contact our faculties and they will help you in developing the projects. And thank you one and everyone.